In the heart of Kufa, during the golden years of the Rashidun Caliphate, lived a man known not by his name, but by his integrity. He was a lantern maker, old and nearly blind, who crafted his lamps with a care that made even the wealthiest seek his wares. His hands trembled with age, but his soul burned with clarity, a light undimmed by time. The city whispered of his past, though none dared speak it aloud, that he had once been a judge under the governor of Persia, respected and feared in equal measure, but had vanished after defying the Shah's order to sentence an innocent man to death. Some said he had fled in the night, others believed he had died in secret, a martyr to conscience. But he had simply walked away, exchanging the robe of a magistrate for the humble garb of a craftsman. Now cloaked in humility, he made lanterns that bore Quranic verses etched in molten glass, each one a prayer against injustice, each lamp a silent sermon. His shop was small, nestled between a spice cellar and a calligrapher, and it smelled of hot oil, burnt wicks, and rosewater. Those who passed by often paused, drawn by the warmth radiating from the delicate lights and the man's gentle, knowing smile. One day a boy appeared at his stall, bruised and thin, with eyes that held the weight of silence. He said nothing at first, only lingered near the warmth of the oil lamps, drawn to their glow like a moth to flame. The old man asked nothing, but gave him bread and shade, a jug of water and a place to sit. Over weeks the boy began to speak, revealing a story of pain and betrayal. He was the son of a merchant slain unjustly by a corrupt official, his father's land seized, his mother imprisoned under false charges. The boy had escaped with only a page of the Quran, the very page his father had once recited nightly, its ink smudged but its message intact. The lantern maker listened, his heart pounding with the echo of old battles, of courtrooms where truth was stifled by gold and power. That night he closed his stall and set off through Kufa's winding alleys, calling upon old friends, men who once upheld truth when courts sold verdicts to the highest bidder. A quiet resistance stirred, a movement not of swords but of scrolls, of testimony and remembrance. Letters were written, secret gatherings held in mosques after Isha, and old witnesses found hiding behind the veil of time. The judge-turned-lantern maker stood once more in a court, not with robes or titles, but with witnesses, ancient ledgers and God's verses as his shield. The official who had wronged the boy's family was exposed through testimonies and records hidden for years, his crimes unfolding like rotted scrolls before the people. Whispers turned to cries and cries to judgment. Justice came, not with violence but through the relentless light of truth. The city of Kufa wept in repentance, its markets hushed, its scholars humbled. The mother was freed, the land returned, and the boy, now under the lantern maker's care, began to memorize the Quran by the very lamps his guardian made. Lamps that lit not just his home, but his soul. He learned not only words but meanings. He listened to stories of prophets, of companions, of those who stood against kings and walked with God. The old man taught him not from scrolls alone, but from silence, from the pauses between ayahs, from the tears shed when the soul recognized divine truth. Years passed. The boy grew tall and wise, walking beside the old man, helping him carve the Arabic letters into glass with tiny iron tools. People began to call him the lantern's shadow, always seen by the craftsman's side. The old man grew frail, yet his light did not dim. He would sit at his stall, eyes nearly blind, reciting surahs from memory as he worked with trembling fingers. One morning he did not open the stall. He had died in sujud during Fajr, a smile on his lips and peace in his heart. His grave became a place of silent prayer, visited not by the powerful, but by those who remembered the flicker of justice. His name, once hidden, now adorned a modest plaque beside the mosque's gate, where people whispered prayers in gratitude. The boy grew to be a scholar, not for fame, but for truth, known for quoting not just hadith and ayah, but the wisdom of a lantern maker who once reminded Kufa that justice does not shout, it shines. His lessons spread across the lands, carried by travelers and students, each recounting how one man's quiet defiance had lit 1,000 hearts. And so the city remembered, not with statues or titles, but with the echo of light in every home. The legacy endured, carried in the glow of lanterns, in the ink of scholars, in the silence of prayer. The lanterns still burned, each one a verse, each one a memory, each one a testament to the truth that even in silence the righteous endure. And on the night of every Laylat al-Qadr, as lamps were lit across Kufa, the people would remember the man who taught them that in the darkest hour, it is the smallest flame that guides the way home.